So now that we have our movement component optimization in, again, like I had mentioned, we are going to be kind of redoing that in the future to make it hopefully get rid of some of the potential spikes that we may have. I want to work on the actual movement portion that currently is quite ugly. For example, right now there is no concept of avoidance, and they don't actually rotate to face you. So it's why they're moonwalking, but they do at least strafe. However, I don't know if zombies would really be, strafing. So we want to go ahead and, I guess, just work on that. So to begin, I want to go ahead and disable strafing. So if we head over to, I don't remember if there's anything in the controller. Oh, yeah, there is. So there's the concept of, I guess, strafe. But I believe it was in our find and attack player. Okay, so strafe is disabled. So maybe we just need to work on a separate blend space for the zombie, which we do have some movement stuff for, but it'll end up getting rid of that, and that'll stop that kind of like twisting logic that it, well, has. So what we want is go to one of the zombies. Let's just go to the zombie pawn and search for controller. So we want to first off do a smooth rotation to the character. Now to do that, we need to disable the control rotation yaw, and we want to orient to movement. So orient rotation to movement. And then if you type in rotation rate, we can actually tweak how fast they can rotate. So now if we hit play, you can see they will actually turn to face you, like so. Now you can kind of see they are a little bit aggressive in the turn. Now part of that is related to the actual, that strafing. They're kind of like walking at an angle, which causes the upper body and lower body to kind of, well, at least in the animation anyways, kind of rotate really quick. So that's something we can tune down in the blend space, but since we're replacing the animations at some point, I'm not worried about it. But I do know I want to divide the Z rate by 2, so we end up with 180, just because I know that that is kind of like my go-to starting value in keeping things smooth, to where they rotate quite quickly, but it's not at any sort of snapping rate, as you can kind of see. So if I let this guy hit me, when they come back to being straight again, like rotation, it's about that speed. So it's similar to, say, this for the rotation. So we have that. Now, if we search for RVO, we end up with our avoidance. So you can actually just type in avoidance as well, and we get some additional settings. So let's enable that and just press play. So you can see here, now they're all going kind of everywhere trying to avoid themselves. Now, thankfully, it is unlikely we're ever going to end up in this scenario. Of course, now I get blocked. That we are going to end up in this kind of scenario where it is this bad, but we can also tweak the avoidance settings in general. So to get a semi, I guess you could say, realistic view, it's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, like struggling to even get in the thing from it. You can see it's almost too aggressive. So I don't really care too much about it just yet, but I am going to subtract or divide that out by 2. So we end up with a avoidance radius of about 250 units. But this will be something we want to go ahead and tweak. You can see now they're kind of staying a lot more close together, that we're going to want to go ahead and tweak when we actually start doing, various play tests and that kind of stuff, where we actually, are going to play the game itself. But overall, that is a lot better of a result. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to fit through there. And same thing, this is something we are likely going to want to turn on and off. So what I mean, yeah, when I press F8, so something with state tree when I ejected, and did not like. But those zombies that we had clustered on the other side of the wall, for example, those would be a case of when we would have, RVO, the avoidance off. So when they're on, outside of the actual play area, such as not, inside where they can chase a player, we would likely want that off just so, they can actually get to the location of where they need to go to attack the barricade and all of that just fine. And we would also potentially, given the way we would actually be doing the spawning, we might want them to ignore collisions against each other even. So that way, the zombies don't collide against each other. Then, once they enter in the map, we can re-enable that collision. We can turn the RVO avoidance on, and everything should be pretty much squared away from that point forward. But either way, I just wanted to go ahead and get that at least somewhat set up so we have, at least a decent kind of experience just being able to watch them kind of walk around. So it's not, just this perfect row of zombies basically walking. But yeah, that'll be all for this video, and I will see you in the next one. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.